Hey legends and superstars, it's Rob the PE teacher here. Hope your Easter Bunny was kind to you. I've got a compilation of our week's worth of activities for the week. That's 3 weeks worth. I'm going on a 2-week break now for school holidays. So get in there, practice your balance and your reaction time and your speed and your agility and your power activities and a bit of catching with a tennis ball. And I'll see you again in a couple of weeks. And remember, we're all champions here. So today we're going to be learning about circus skills for our challenge. We don't have a lot of equipment at home, so we can actually make some. We're going to make poi today. All we need is 3 pairs of socks. A pair of long socks, these are my old snowboarding socks, and a couple of short socks. I'm going to get the pair of socks and put it down the long socks. I'm going to tie a knot in it. Now using socks means the poi's not too hard, it's not going to hurt you when it hits you. That's one poi made. Now we're going to make the other poi. Very easy to make. It's quite soft because there's socks. And tie a knot in it. Feel that sea breeze. Nice and cool. Okay, so we've made 2 poi now. Now I'm going to show you how to do some tricks. Now before we use the poi, there's some safety rules. You need to be outside to do this because these things can fly around and hit things like lights and windows inside. And you also need to use a safety grip. Now what I do is I get the poi, I wrap it around my middle finger and then I hug it like this. So I put it around my middle finger and I'm hugging it so that the poi doesn't come out of my hand and fly off and hit something or somebody. You lose the poi. So I always do that with both hands first, around the middle finger, just once, and then I hold it like that. And that way, I know that I can't lose my poi, and it's safe. It's not going to hit me or hit anybody else or break anything. So what I'm going to show you is doing it 1 hand at a time, then 2 hands at a time, then a harder progression for each trick. Just putting my safety knot around my finger, holding the poi, safety knot around the finger, holding the poi. So this one is just skipping first with 1 hand, skipping with the other hand, and skipping with both hands. You jump up and down too. That's the first one. Okay, now we're going to do skipping with a progression. Skipping with this hand, skipping with this hand. This is the advanced, and bringing our hands together. That's a harder trick. It might take you a while to learn that one. But you've got plenty of time to practice. And the next one, just bring the poi in front of your body. One side, down the other side, down one side, down the other side. Get the other poi. Down one side, down the other side, down one side, down the other side. Now we're going to do it together. Start with the poi on this side, down one side, down the other side, down one side, down the other side, like that. And the progression is you start to get your hands further apart, and then you get all sorts of patterns happening like that. That might take you a little while to learn. You've got plenty of time to practice. You could learn a new language. We can have so much time. You can learn to play the guitar. You can learn to moonwalk or juggle. You can learn to use the poi. Get on the internet, there's some really good poi learning lessons on there. And learn some harder tricks. Okay, using my safety grip, I'm going to do another trick called the helicopter. That's really easy. And the poi's not going to fly off anywhere, but you do need to be outside to do this activity. So when you get really good, you'll start to do some really hard skills. It's good fun. Go out and practice. So practice your poi, get on the internet, look up some good skills on there as well. You might also practice the hand-eye coordination skill that we did last week. I'll add that to the video now. And remember, we're all champions here. It's pretty easy to start with. 1 hand against the wall, 20 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Then on this hand, underhand. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Halfway to being a superstar. Then on the other hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. But now we make it hard. We're going to cover one eye, and we've got to catch with one eye covered. This is where you've got to really do the coordination. This will really improve your coordination if you practice it. 1, 2, 20. And the other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now the hard bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh no! 19, 20. So I have to go right back to the start now because I dropped that last one on number 18. So you go all the way through without dropping one. If you can do that, you're a superstar. Okay, today's challenge is a bit of a fitness circuit, so we're going to introduce a bit of fitness now. It's very simple because we don't have a lot of equipment at home. All you really need is a couple of bottles with water in them to do your weights, some chalk maybe to mark out on the ground, or even some twigs to mark out on the ground. And if you've got a skipping rope, that's great. If you don't, then I've got another activity to replace the skipping rope, which is shuttle running. So I'm going to show you each exercise first, and then we're going to do the circuit. Now the way I set up the circuit is this. All good circuits alternate between your upper body and your lower body. So I'll have an arm exercise, followed by a leg exercise, followed by an arm exercise. So we're getting the blood to move up and down our body. We're also giving that part of your body a rest for 30 seconds or so while this part of your body is exercising. And that's how the circuit's going to work. We're going to do it 3 times through, and I'm going to show you each of the exercises now. So at home we haven't got a lot of room, so I've set up 6 exercise stations in just this area. Most people should have enough room to do that at home as long as we've got a safe area to do it. Now the first exercise is lat jumps. I've got 2 pieces of chalk marked out here, 2 lines. They're about 10 centimetres apart, and this is how you do a lat jump. You just jump from side to side, where the outside of your foot goes from one line to the other. So it's like this. Now, if you're 5 years old, you're going to do 5 of those, up to the age of 10. So if you're 6, you do 6. If you're 7, you do 7. If you do 10, you do 10. For people who want to really go hard, do about 20. That'll be enough. So that's the lat jump. So the next exercise is an arm exercise. Now, not everyone's got weights at home. If you do have some hand weights, then you can use those. Just a couple of bottles will do the job, particularly if you're young. Now these are curls. I want you to stand straight, and don't take your arms all the way out, just slightly bent, standing straight, just up, down, up, down to your chest and down. Not locking out, just to about there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. If you're 5 years old, just do 5 of those. If you're 6, 6, all the way up to 10. And then after, people who are older than 10 can do up to 20 if they like. But you've got to do the same number each time because that's your circuit. So if you do 5 on one and you're doing 5 on the other, you do that every single time for about 3 weeks. We're going to time you, and then we'll see if you get quicker over those 3 weeks. The third activity is for your legs. It's a standing broad jump. I've got 2 lines about 1 metre apart. Again, if you need twigs, you can use those if you've got no chalk or some other way of marking it. And you're simply going to do a jump from one line to the other. Jump and land, turn. Jump and land, turn. Jump and land. So for little people, maybe half that distance. You don't need to be as long. But whatever you do, do the same distance each time. So you do 20 of those. That's what I'm going to do. If you're 5 years old, you do 5. And do the amount that I said before for each of your ages up till the age of 10. And then you can do up to 20 after that. I do the same time each time. Or same amount each time. Okay. So I'll walk back to my bottles for number 4, which is the arms. So we're going to do shoulder press. Again, just standing with it at your shoulders, up, down, up, down, up, down. Keeping your back straight. Everything straight. None of this sort of thing. Just keep it nice and straight. So I'm going to do 20 of those. If you're 5, you know that you just do 5. So you just do your age up until the age of 10, and after that you can do 20 if you like. So that's shoulder press. That was your upper body. So the next exercise is obviously going to be for your legs. Now, if you've got a skipping rope, you can skip. So you're going to do, say, 20. You do what you can though, and that's what you do each time. So if you only do 5 or 6, that's what you do each time. So that's skipping. If you don't have a skipping rope, if you've got a bit of room, you can do a shuttle run. I've set up 2 lines here, 3 meters apart. This will be a bit harder as well. So you're going to do that 20 times if you're really good, or 5 times if you're just a young one. 1, touch the line, touch the line, touch the line, touch the line, touch the line. Do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 if you're only 5, up to 20 if you want to do that. Do the same amount each time. And then finally, we come back here to number 6, which are cross crunches. Now for cross crunches, you're going to lie on a towel. Just going to have your head up. All you have to do is start with your hands on your hip and hand to your knee, hand to your knee, hand to your knee, hand to your knee, hand to your knee. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You set a number that you think you can do, and that's your number that you do each time you do the circuit. So now I'm going to do the whole circuit for you for the advanced group, and then I'll do a modified one for the younger kids. So if you've got a stopwatch, that's great. Follow your stopwatch, see how quickly you can do it. Right. So I'm going to start off with my lat jumps. I'm going to do 20 of these, then I'm going to do my bottles. I'll follow through. Here we go. And go. Grab the bottles, curls. Put that down. Standing broad jump. Shoulder press. Skipping. And finally, cross crunches. Okay, so that's one lap. You do 3 of those, and that's the circuit. I'm clearly puffing out now. In fact, I think I'll change my mind on those standing broad jumps, just do 10 of those, because that was pretty hard. Okay, so that's the advanced version. So here's the young people's version. I'm just doing 5 of each. And go. Pick up my goggles. Standing broad jump. Shoulder press. And skipping. Or do the shuttle runs if you haven't got skipping rope. And then 5 of these. Cross country. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1 lap. You do 3 laps of that. And that is the full circuit. Okay guys, that's a bit of circuit training. I'm going to build on that over the weeks. We can make that harder. That's a good start now if you want to get a little bit of fitness and you haven't got much room at home. Remember, we're all champions here. Okay, we've got to do a warm-up for this activity as well. I don't like to do stretching because I'm not there to supervise it to make sure it's being done safely and properly. So I just do a bit of range of movement stuff. So just getting our arms going, getting a bit of blood going through our arms, just rolling our shoulders, that's good. Just want the blood going through this, so a little bit of the curls, a little bit of what we were going to do in the exercise, just to get the blood going through those muscles we're going to use. So for our legs, a bit of jogging. We haven't got much room, so just jogging in the area we've got, because we're at home. If you've got a big yard, then you're lucky. Some lat jumps, which is also part of the activity, so you're actually getting those muscles that you're going to use warmed up. And do the arms again, just giving a bit of a roll, a few of these. So you're doing this in the exercise. This one, this is one of the exercises. Just getting your arms, a bit of blood in them, and then a bit more jogging, a few more lat jumps. Do that for about 5 minutes, and you should be ready to go. If you know how to stretch, then by all means do it, but I'm not going to show you because I am not there to show you. Okay, so that will get you really fit. It's quite challenging even though you're in a small space. And if you do that every second day over 3 weeks, we'll see improvements in your fitness. Now, if you're an adult and you haven't done much fitness work recently, say you're over the age of 40, it might be an idea to get a checkup with your doctor before you do, just to make sure everything's alright. That's always a wise move to make. So enjoy. Hi everyone, well today we're going to do a combination of things. We're going to do a bit of coordination, a bit of reaction time, and a bit of balancing. Now the balancing one is something that we did last week, which I'll attach at the end of the video. You'll start with that as your warm-up, and then you'll do the coordination and the reaction time stuff after that. Let's get started. So for this coordination practice, I'm just going to draw a line with my chalk, and do it with a stick. Draw it with a stick on the dirt or something like that. Alright, so it's pretty easy. We're just going to cross our legs over. We're going to do it for about 30 seconds. So that's a coordination one. Crossing my legs over forward and back for about 30 seconds. Now, if you've got a stopwatch, you get your partner to time you over 30 seconds. See how many you can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and see how many you can do in 30 seconds. So that's the first challenge today. Okay, so I've marked out 5 meters between 2 lines, this line here and that line there with my tape measure. And now, I'm just going to practice doing this first. Land on both feet, 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 land on both feet. But the challenge makes it a little bit harder. You're going to land, cross 1 foot behind. 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 It's a coordination test. Let's see how I go. That's doing slowly, but then the challenge is how fast can you do at 5 meters and get your partner time it for you. Okay, that's the second challenge. Get a time off your partner. If you haven't got a partner, just do it by yourself and see if you can time it, or just do it and get the combination right. Okay, for that last challenge, if you don't have a tape measure to measure out your 5 metres, you can just pace it out from the line. 5 big steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put down your mark, and that for me was 5 metres anyway. But for little people, it'll be a little bit shorter, and that's probably good for them. Okay, the next activity is a reaction time test. I've got a tennis ball. I'm going to throw it behind my head. I can't turn around until I hear it bounce. When I bounce, I've got to turn around and catch it before it lands a second time or bounces a second time. Let's see how I go. Oh, one more. So you've got to really be quick to react sometimes. You don't know where it's going to bounce. You just need a hard surface to land the ball on, so it'll bounce up high enough for you to catch it. Okay, one little bonus challenge at the end from Eric Surf 6. I call it footy post, peace sign. Here we go. Peace sign, footy post, peace sign, footy post, peace sign, footy post. I'll slow it down for you. Peace sign, footy post, peace sign, footy post. Give it a go. Good luck with everything else. Have fun today. And remember, we're all champions here. Okay, so we've got a new balance training program which is going to help us get that last activity down pat, so in a couple of weeks' time we should be able to do it. Now this is from a bloke called Dr. Oz. I found this one on the internet. There's lots of great stuff out there. Hands on your hip. This is how you start off. Point this finger out. Put your other leg out the back. You're going to bring it in and out. In and out. In and out. In and out for 20 seconds. And you're going to swap. Hand on the other hip. Pointing out with this finger, leg out the back, in and out, in and out, in and out. Do that for 20 seconds. The next part of the program, we're going to do this, put our hands in the prayer position, get up on our toes, to the side, to the middle, to the side, to the middle, to the side. Look up, look down, look up, look down, to the side, to the middle, to the side. So, then you do the same thing, but you're going to close your eyes. See if you can do that for about 10 seconds. So that's getting back to that other challenge we were doing. Okay, so the next part, we're bringing our foot forward, all the way back. We're going to do this 6 times on each side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, on the other side. 1, 2, bring your foot all the way forward. Here we go, and there's the last one. Okay, the next one, you're going to do 15 seconds on each leg. Hands in the prayer position. Bring your leg up, and put up your leg. You're going across and across. You're doing this. So you're taking out hands, reverse to your knee. Keep your stomach in tight. Keep that core tight. You're going to do that for 15 seconds, and you're going to do the other foot. Keep that stomach tight. Okay, next one, feet together, up on your toe, just moving your knee around in a circle like that. Doing that for about 12 seconds. A big circle of the knee, and doing the other knee, up on your toe. Do that for about 12 seconds. Okay, for this one, feet are together. Bring your knee up. Now you can bring it just to there if you like. Or bring it all the way up. Put your hands out like this. One hand in, one hand in, one hand in, one hand in. We can do both hands in, Do that for about 12 seconds on each leg. Change to the other leg. Hands out. One hand in. One hand in. One hand in. One hand in. Together. You can also do this with shoes on or without shoes on. It's a good way to practice your balance. Of course, sometimes you've got shoes on, sometimes you don't when you're playing sport. Depends on the sport. There you go. Okay, to end off, hands on hips. Just rotating your hips nice and slowly for 5 seconds in one direction and the other direction. Back. So do that a couple of times on both sides. Put your hands in the prayer position, some big deep breaths. In, out, in, out. So if we practice that balance program every couple of days, let's come back and see how we go in the big challenge later on. I think I'm getting better already. So today's activity is a change of direction fitness activity. It involves cup stacking, and I'm going to set it up for you in a minute. Just before we do that, let's see how our balance challenge is going. I'll give it a go now. Keep trying. Here is a course where we're going to stack the cups again, as we did last week. You get a cup in the middle. Mark out 5 of your pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put 3 plastic cups or paper cups down. Go to the centre again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put your paper cups or plastic cups down. Remember, do not use glass cups. Too dangerous. 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've made a square up with a cup in the middle. You could also use pegs. So one thing you could use would be put 3 pegs out instead of 3 cups, with this in the middle to put your pegs in. That's an option if you don't have the cups. Okay, so before you do this, you've got to do a bit of a warm up for 5 minutes. And again, I don't recommend stretching because I'm not there to make sure you're stretching properly. So just some range of motion stuff. It's mainly for legs, so we're going to go for a jog and do some lat jumps and things like that. So we're going to do a bit of a warm up for about 5 minutes. Do some lat jumps, do some crossover jumps like we did yesterday. Do a bit of that for about 5 minutes, getting yourself warmed up. And getting the blood going through your legs and warming your muscles up. So you do that for 5 minutes before you do the challenge. Now, if you've got a partner with a stopwatch, that's even better. You can get your time. Have 3 goes at this and see how good you get. And we'll do it in a couple of weeks' time and see if you get quicker. So here we go. And go. Do it in any order. One cup at a time only. And stop for time. Now, where I live, that's about as big an area as I've got. You might have a bigger backyard, so you can go at 10 paces. But whatever you do, set up your course the same way each time. Do it every couple of weeks and see how quick you get. Well, that's it for this week's challenges. I'm taking a bit of a break now for the school holidays here in Australia. We have the Easter break, so happy Easter to all of you people. Happy for some fresh air and some blue skies. See you soon, and remember, we're all champions here.